Guam's public schools are making headlines, but not in a good way. From threats of violence to students being sick from apparent drugged gummies, many voicing out that they are alarmed and concerned for their children's safety. Acting Guam Department of Education Superintendent Judy Wanpat clarifying the two Antolon Middle School students who got sick Monday apparently inhaled dab pens, cannabis-infused vapes.
Yeah, dab pens, right? Well, that was the culprit, okay? Meaning that that's what was inhaled by the students, and the gummy bears was only consumed to mask the smell.
As Legislative Chairman of Education, Senator Chris Barnett says he spoke with Guam Police about the recent concerns coming out of the public schools.
I think we got to regroup. I don't think there's a solution to this that we can come up with by tomorrow. So I just ask, parents and staff, teachers, admin at the schools to just be more vigilant, to keep an eye out for things. Our kids are not only facing many threats, but they're facing a lot of temptations that, we as adults have to safeguard them from.
Ultimately, Barnett suggesting schools should consider screening students as they arrive on campus. And knowing some may not be comfortable with that idea, he says that it's time that the community come face to face with some hard truths.
Yeah, it sends the wrong message, but I think, ultimately if we're doing everything that we can do to keep our schools safe, then, I'm comfortable with that. It's not a good look to have people who are going to the schools walk through metal detectors, but it's even a worse look when our schools are facing threats like, I'm going to shoot up the school, or, students bringing a gun to class. So again, we have a great responsibility, obligation, and duty to do everything that we can to protect our schools.
Guam Education Board member Feli Angel says policies are in place when dealing with threats and drugs on campuses. Angel adding the board will bring up the issues at their March 14th meeting.
We are going to look into these policies and find out what needed to be to be addressed very strictly, and what needs to be modified. Our schools in general need help. This is a concerted effort of all the stakeholders of our community, that we contribute what we can contribute to the school community, so that our students are taken care of, right? Taken care of, and they will really enjoy the fun of learning without so much challenges, without so much problems that actually are besetting them right now.
Additionally, the Education Oversight Chair chimed in on the recent case where a teacher was charged with sexual abuse and sharing concern over one of the cases that was reported against the teacher back in 2018.
I just want to let the public know that I've reached out to GDOE, I've reached out to the Guam Police Department to find out the protocols in place. I hope whoever took these complaints is having a hard time sleeping, because if we had entertained these complaints when they were lodged, 5 years ago, we could have stopped a lot of the things that you're reading about in the news. And so I'm giving my commitment to the public that I'm going to find the answers, and I'm going to do what I can legislatively to remedy that situation.
Julianne Hernandez, KUAM News.